Chosen one, in 24 hours, something happens that's been written into the fabric of creation since the beginning. The longest night of the year reaches its absolute limit. Darkness stretches as far as it's permitted to go and then stops. Not because it wants to, because it hits a boundary it cannot cross and light begins returning. This isn't religion. This isn't mysticism, this is astronomy, this is physics, this is a law woven into the universe itself that darkness has a limit, and when it reaches that limit, reversal is inevitable, and chosen one, the same law that governs the sun governs your life. Whatever's been pressing against you, draining you, pursuing you, it's reaching its limit. In 24 hours on 12/21, the same reversal that happens in the sky happens in your spirit. Listen closely. The pressure you've been under in the last 2 weeks wasn't random. It wasn't bad luck. It wasn't even spiritual warfare in the way you've experienced it before. It was the final surge of darkness before it hits the boundary it cannot pass. Think about how a wave works. Right before it crashes and retreats, it gathers all its strength and rushes forward one last time. It rises. It intensifies. It looks like it's going to consume everything in its path, and then it breaks, and it pulls back, and it cannot advance again. That's what's been happening to you. The attacks on your peace, the intrusions on your rest, the relentless attempts to make you break your slants, compromise your integrity, or abandon the one thing you've been protecting, your dignity. That was the wave gathering before it breaks. And in 24 hours on 12/21, when the longest night ends and light begins returning in the natural world, the same thing happens in your world. The wave breaks, the pressure stops, the pursuit ends. Not because you fought harder, because darkness reached the boundary written into creation itself. Stay to the very end, because we will pray together and seal this word over your life. And if you feel this in your spirit right now, if something is confirming that your longest night is ending, write "light returns" in the comments. Let that be your declaration, and join this community of chosen ones as we cross this threshold together. This is not another trial. This is the end of one. Chosen one, here's what you need to understand about the longest night. It's not just long. It's the point where darkness reaches its maximum. It's the moment where night stretches as far as it can possibly go before the laws of the universe force it to stop. And that's exactly where you are right now. Your longest night wasn't last year. It wasn't 3 months ago. It's been these last few weeks, these last days, this season where it felt like everything that could go wrong did. Where pressure didn't just visit, it moved in. Where attacks weren't occasional, they were constant. You've been asking, when does this end? How much longer? What am I supposed to do that I haven't already done? And the answer is this: you don't end it. The universe does. Just like the sun doesn't decide to stop retreating. It hits a point where retreat is no longer possible and return becomes inevitable. Your situation is hitting that same point. Job 38, 11 records God speaking to the sea. This far you may come and no farther. Here is where your proud waves halt. What God said to the ocean, He's saying to everything crashing against you. This far, no farther. The longest night ends not because you begged enough, prayed enough, or fought enough. It ends because it reached its limit. And chosen one, in 24 hours, that limit is reached. Say this out loud right now, yo. My longest night is ending, not because I'm forcing it, because it reached its limit. Light is returning. Say it 3 times. Let your voice agree with the law already in motion. Now here's where the spiritual realm intersects with the cosmic law. Angels don't create reversal. They confirm readiness. The solstice happens whether you're ready or not. Light returns to the earth regardless of what any person does. That's the law. But whether you cross into your personal return of light, whether you experience the reversal in your spirit, your circumstances, your authority, that depends on one thing. Did you hold your position during the longest night? Did you maintain integrity when compromise was easier? Did you keep silent when defense was justified? Did you refuse to retaliate when revenge was within reach? Because here's the truth. Not everyone who lives through the longest night crosses into the return of light with authority. Some people survive it but stay trapped in the same patterns because they broke during the pressure. But you didn't. 3 days ago, while you were sleeping, a meeting took place in the heavenly realm. Not to decide if you were ready, to confirm that you are. Michael presented evidence of your restraint. Every moment where you could have exploded but didn't. Every message you wrote and deleted. Every phone call you didn't make. Gabriel documented your endurance under attacks that should have destroyed your peace. How you kept moving when rest was impossible. How you continued showing up when quitting was justified. Raphael recorded how your body held under stress that should have hospitalized you. How you're still standing when others would have collapsed. And the verdict was unanimous. Cleared to cross, not someday, not eventually. On 12/21, in 24 hours. Hebrews 10:36 says, "You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what He has promised." Chosen one, you persevered. You did the will of God even when it hurt, and now the promise comes. Write down one moment in the last 10 days where you chose restraint over reaction, where you held your tongue, where you refused to break. Let it be proof you can see with your own eyes that you're ready. Let me be specific about what you can expect when your light returns on 12/21. First, mental clarity will flood back. That fog you've been walking through, the confusion about what to do next, the uncertainty about which door to walk through, the doubt about whether you heard correctly. It lifts. You'll know. Not because someone told you, because the interference blocking your discernment will be removed. It's like when the sun rises after the longest night. You don't have to guess where things are anymore. You can see. Second, you'll feel physical release. Something that's been sitting on your chest, weight, pressure, tightness will dissolve. You'll take a breath and realize you haven't breathed that deeply in weeks. Your body will feel lighter, not because you rested, because the spiritual load was removed. Third, resistance will withdraw. That person who's been relentless will lose interest. That situation that felt permanent will show signs of ending. That pressure that seemed like it would never stop will begin evaporating. Not because they decided to stop, because they lost permission to continue. Fourth, your authority will return. Not arrogance. Authority. The quiet, unshakable certainty that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you're called to do, and nothing can remove you from that assignment. You won't have to announce it. People will feel it. Fifth, you'll receive confirmation. It might be a conversation. It might be a message. It might be a dream so vivid you remember every word when you wake. But you will receive external proof that what you're sensing internally is real. Psalm 30:5 declares, "Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." Chosen one, your morning is 24 hours away. Set a reminder for 24 hours from now. When it goes off, pause wherever you are. Take inventory. Notice what feels different. Write it down. That's your proof. Here's what makes 12/21 different from every other hard day you've survived. On other days, you had to fight. You had to resist. You had to stand your ground and hold the line. But on 12/21, you don't fight, you cross. There's a boundary being established in the spiritual realm that darkness cannot pass, not because you're strong enough to keep it out, because the law that governs creation itself says, "This far, no farther." When the longest night ends, darkness doesn't retreat because it's afraid. It retreats because it's no longer permitted to advance. And the same boundary being written into the natural world on the solstice is being written into your life. What's been pursuing you loses access, not because you outran it, because the door closes behind you when you cross and it cannot follow. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." The way is opening, the boundary is forming, and in 24 hours you step through. But here's what you need to understand about crossing. You can't carry everything with you. Resentment? Leave it. Bitterness? Leave it. The need to be right, the need to make them understand, the need to prove you were wronged? Leave it. Not because those feelings aren't valid, because they're weight, and weight keeps you on the wrong side of the boundary. Forgiveness isn't a gift you give the person who hurt you. It's a key that unlocks your ability to cross. Right now, think of one person you're holding resentment toward. You don't have to contact them. You don't have to tell anyone. But in your heart, say, "I release you. Not for you, for me. I will not carry you into my return of light." Then let it go. Here's what most people misunderstand about the return of light. They think it's something that happens to them. They think they just wait for the sun to rise and everything gets better automatically. But that's not how it works. Light returns whether you're ready or not. But whether you walk in that light, whether you step into the authority, clarity, and freedom it brings, that requires your participation. You have to choose to step through the door when it opens. You have to choose to leave the weight behind. You have to choose to move forward instead of looking back. In the next 24 hours, here's what you do to position yourself for the return of light. Guard your words. Do not speak doubt, complaint, or fear, not because you have to be perfect, but because your words are creating atmosphere. Let them reflect where you're going, not where you've been. Consecrate your rest. Before you sleep tonight, anoint your head with oil, or water if oil isn't available. Say, "I sleep under the covering of the Most High. I wake to the return of light. Nothing touches me that God did not authorize." Read Psalm 91 out loud, the entire chapter. Let your voice activate the protection already in place. Cleanse one space, sweep a floor, wipe down a doorframe, clean a mirror. Let it be a physical act that reflects spiritual preparation. Fast from chaos. For the next 24 hours, limit exposure to news, social media, or anything that feeds fear. You're crossing a threshold. Protect your focus. Pray for someone still in their longest night. Find one person enduring what you just survived. Pray for their breakthrough. When you bless others from the place you're entering, it amplifies your authority. Write 3 declarations you'll speak when you wake on 12/21. Keep them short. Make them personal. Let them reflect the light returning to your life. Set a boundary. If there's a conversation you've been avoiding, a relationship you need to end, or a decision you've been delaying, handle it. Don't carry unfinished business into your new chapter. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us, "There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens." Chosen one, the season of the longest night is ending. The season of returned light is beginning. Position yourself accordingly. Pick one action from the list above and do it within the next hour. Don't wait. Let it be your physical agreement with the spiritual crossing happening in 24 hours. Here's what changes after 12/21. You won't just experience the return of light, you'll carry it. Let me explain. Right now, you've been surviving, defending, resisting, holding your ground in the dark. But after the longest night ends, after you cross the boundary, after light returns, you stop being someone who needs light and become someone who brings it. Your presence will shift atmospheres, not because you're trying, because you carry a frequency that darkness cannot tolerate. Someone will be in your vicinity and without explanation will feel hope rise. Another will have a conversation with you about something completely unrelated, and will leave feeling strength they didn't have before. A third will simply be in the same room and will notice their anxiety decreasing. You won't be preaching. You won't be counseling. Your energetic field saturated with returned light will radiate hope automatically. This is what Jesus meant in Matthew 5:14. When he said, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden." You're not trying to become light, you already are. The longest night just kept you from seeing it. But when your light returns on 12/21, you'll see it, you'll feel it, and everyone around you will too. 2 Corinthians chapter 4:6 says, "For God, who said, 'Let light shine out of darkness,' made his light shine in our hearts, to give us the light of the knowledge of God's glory displayed in the face of Christ." The same God who commanded light to exist in the universe is commanding light to return in you. And in 24 hours, that command becomes visible. Say this 3 times. I am not waiting for light to find me. I am becoming the light others will find. My longest night is ending. My return begins now. Mean it. Say these out loud. Let your voice activate what's already been set in motion. I declare the longest night of my life ends on 12/21. I declare light is returning to my mind, my spirit, my circumstances, and my body. I declare darkness has reached its limit and cannot advance any further. I declare the same law that governs the sun governs my life. Reversal is inevitable. I declare I held my position during the pressure, and I am cleared to cross. I declare angels have confirmed my readiness, and no accusation stands against me. I declare mental clarity, physical release, and spiritual authority return to me in 24 hours. I declare resistance withdraws because it lost permission to continue. I declare the boundary is forming, and what pursued me cannot follow me through. I declare I release every weight, resentment, bitterness, the need to be right so I can cross unhindered. I declare I do not just experience the return of light, I carry it. I declare my presence shifts atmospheres because I radiate hope automatically. I declare I am the light of the world, and my longest night cannot hide that anymore, Matthew 5:14. I declare God commanded light to return in creation, and he commands it to return in me. I declare in 24 hours on 12/21 everything changes, not gradually, suddenly. Father, we thank you for the words spoken over our lives today. We thank you that in 24 hours on 12/21 the longest night ends. Not because we begged, because you wove reversal into the fabric of creation itself. We thank you that the same law that brings light back to the earth brings light back to us. We bind every attack sent to break us before the crossing. We bind confusion, fear, doubt, and delay. We bind the voices that said the pressure would never end, and we silence them in Jesus' name. We loose clarity, authority, peace, and freedom. We loose the return of light to our minds, our bodies, our circumstances, and our futures. We loose the boundary that darkness cannot cross. Cover us as we sleep tonight. Guard our rest, cleanse our homes, seal every door, every window, every gate, and when we wake on 12/21, let it be with the light you've already commanded to return. We receive confirmation within days. Let us see proof. Let us feel the shift. Let us know with absolute certainty that our longest night has ended. In Jesus' name, amen. If this word resonated in your spirit, if you felt something shift while reading it, write "light returns" in the comments. Let that be your declaration. Let heaven see your agreement. Share this video with someone who's still in their longest night. They need to know what happens in 24 hours. And click the video appearing on your screen now to understand what happens after the light returns, how to steward the authority being restored to you, and why the next 72 hours will determine how you walk in it. Chosen one, your longest night is ending. The boundary is forming, and in 24 hours light returns. This is not another trial. This is your crossing.